Aye mishaka ni amamukela namuntlha ena moyeng wa ena e mulavisisi mudyondzi wa ririmi ra Xitsonga. Swa ku sungula me I comfort kamogelo Mamabolo. As usual Mamabolo wa solwana sa mmatala di wa segopa banna batolo. Moyeng wa ena ilo wane o ta itlhamusela ko hi mane o makaya.
Minjani?
Mvukile
Okay, mina ni Ntsako loyi noma ka maphalole, then ni mudyondzisi na mutsari wa tibuku futhi ni muphati.
Loko mi vula ku mutsari wa tibuku mi vula ku mi tsara hi ririmi ra Xitsonga.
So I use English to write my books so that it can be broad and reach a wider audience.
With people trying to preserve their languages, why would you use English, not Xitsonga?
Mostly, especially to la ntshama kona ne. So la ntshama kona I label bedu ene mina ni Mutsonga
Ni mitwa kahle.
ene a xikolweni ni endle Xipedi. So it's a lot of languages at the same time. So mina no re hi Xitsonga va xi vulavula kaya, then Xipedi xi endla xikolweni, then Xilungu na le xikolweni ya xi endla. So mostly Xitsonga a ni xi tivi deeply. If a va ni tivise xona deeply, I think I will be able to write in Tsonga, present in Tsonga, and even speak fluently.
I do understand that one.
Yeah.
Who is Ntsako, the poet? But first tell us, vito ra n'wina ra Mabela hi mani?
Then vito ra mina ra mampela i Ntsako Baloyi.
Baloyi.
So loko nuku Ntsako the poet, simply I was trying to differentiate myself from the rest. So there is a lot of Ntsako Baloyi out there. So but when you say Ntsako the poet, you become specific. There is only one.
It's more like you have assembled yourself out of the population.
Yes.
Perfect. So who is Ntsako Baloyi beyond the name Ntsako the poet?
Ntsako Baloyi ke murudisi wa dibalo, then ke mureti, then ke mongwadi wa dibuku.
Ore o moreti fela sa nkaka kwa o itheta. Re ka kwa the line tse tharo, 3 lines coming from you perhaps when you praise poet. That's who you call yourself. I believe.
Yeah. Then mostly I don't do praise poet. I do spoken word poet.
How do the two differ?
They differ in a way that I narrate stories. I go praise. It's more like praising your name, your heritage, your tradition, the kings and all those. Even love, you can praise it. Then on my side, I do GBV poetry, love poems, life-related poems. Yeah, just like
meaning that most of your writing are related to modern,
Yes.
not primitive.
Yes.
Okay. How would your grandmother describe you in 3 words? And why do you think she would choose those words?
First, I can say resilient. She could say, even though the circumstances or the challenges that I went through, I managed to maneuver and overcome them. Then, secondly, she can say passionate. In everything that I put my mind on, whether I'm teaching maths or doing poetry, I always do my best.
How do you manage to juggle the two? Because if you are good with numbers, you certainly can be good with narration. I take it from myself. I'm good with writing, not good with maths. How do you manage the two?
I think somewhere, somehow, they're able to intertwine or interlink. But with numbers, I'm able to see solution where there are none. So meaning they also help me to overcome or to think out of the box in terms of ideas on how to put my poetry out there. It's not about doing poetry. It's about grabbing the attention of people out there to follow you or to listen to you. So I think they also help me in the classroom also. Even though I don't explain myself in the classroom as, let's do poetry when it's maths period. We obviously do maths, but in an exciting point of view.
Exciting point of view.
Yes.
Having our curriculum having two types of mathematics.
Yeah.
Which mathematics do you refer to? Is it the mathematical literacy? Usually they call it a maths with a surname.
Yes.
So which math do you do? Is it pure maths or mathematical literacy?
Give maths auto gakfari.
I do get you. I do get you.
Yeah.
You were born and raised in Limpopo. You said Bulobedu,
Yeah.
which is stunning.
Yeah.
What was your childhood like in Tzaneen, being around Tzaneen, Balobedi people?
Even though it's not really in Zaneni, but it's outside. So, my childhood, I can say, when growing up, I was very passionate, especially into the media space. I wanted to do everything. Be a writer, maybe deep writing like journalism. So, but as I'm growing up, getting to choose the stream that I want to do, then I went into science. Then into science, it was very challenging at first. It wasn't easy like it is now. It was challenging at first. So that made me to rethink my decision of choosing science. I was like, why didn't I choose history? Because with my English marks were good, then I could have done better that side. But when I passed my matric, went to university, then the first thing I wanted to do was to do journalism.
Quickly, which university did you attend?
Tshwane University of Technology.
Tshwane University of Technology.
Yes.
That explains why most of your interviews must be at Tshwane. with Tshwane TVs, of course.
Yeah, even TUT FM and all those things.
Would you say there are some of the experiences that shaped you looking at your younger self to where you are today? Experiences around Bulobedu and also combining the ones you had at Tshwane University, being a student at university?
I think the most challenging maybe at home was like you need to be patient with yourself, because at home there is a lot of lack of opportunities. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. Go out there where people don't know you. Then you will realize that they are more like you. There are many people who are like you, who are passionate like you, who want to see themselves out there. Me leaving the village and going to study at Gauteng was the best decision for me, because I had to meet new people, people who networked with people, people who introduced me to other people who managed to uplift my talent in such a way.
So it's more like you were gaining visibility by being at Tshwane.
Yes. They gave me platforms. Like when they host poetry events, they could call me Drama Society, TUT, FM, all those events that were happening at the campus.
Okay, with the proverb that says, it takes a village to raise a child, what has had the Balobedi people, the Zaneng people, your area, what have they done to uplift you to who you are today?
Mostly is that when you start, people don't believe in you. People doubt you. People don't think you can make it. But once you are out there, when people outside know you, they are forced to support you. It's like you are too famous for them to support you now, because they want to claim that thing, we know this person. They want to say they know you now because others know you better.
You discovered your love for writing when you were at Tshwane or when you are still here at Bolobedu?
I was still a high school learner. I was doing
which
grade 10.
10th grade.
Yes. That's when I discovered, Norman, I have a thing for writing.
Your first writing piece, what was it? Was it poetry? Was it maybe essay in class, or maybe song, or what was it?
Mostly for being on stage, I started in primary school. We were doing acting, role play, and all those. Then the piece that I wrote was the good essay I used to write in high school. So that's when I discovered Norman. I always get the praises when I write my essays. So let me discover what I really want to do, really. Then when I got access to a book which was full of poetry, I can't even remember the book because it was a collection of poems. So I took one poem, I memorized it, then I recited it. So people loved the way I used to recite. So that made me, it gave me an opportunity to think that let me write a poem of my own. Then I started reciting them.
The bad part is that you forgot to give credit to the writers. You mentioned that you forgot the writers.
That book, I gave it, my friend gave me. He was like, I have this book of poetry. I was like, let me see it. Then he gave me, I no longer remember the writers because they were international writers.
At that time you are in, is the 10th grade? Or
yes.
Okay.
It was the 10th grade.
Tell me about the time you thought that writing is my hobby.
Writing was my hobby until it became passion. So I started doing it when I was bored most of the time. Then until it became something that I used to do it every day. Because I realized that when I do it, the comments that I get or the feedback that I get, people were healing with those words. I was speaking to people indirectly.
You know that they say reading books just makes you look busy.
Yeah.
Yourself, how did you manage to articulate yourself with English until this far, having to write even in English and doing poetry in English? Yeah. How did you manage to get your articulation in a perfect, correct manner?
When I was in primary, my mother registered me into a school. It was a Bridging College. Bridging College. So we used to have this school that it was a school that a primary educator started it. So you used to take kids from primary after school. Then he could gather them around and teach them English. Then the English, it wasn't that English that maybe alphabetically. He was making you read scripts. making you perform, present, have confidence in front of people and stuff like that. So that's when I started learning it, when I started going to weddings, perform poetry, perform art and stuff like that.
So what your teacher, you said your teacher,
Yeah.
what your teacher was doing,
Yeah.
were those part of extracurricular activities or maybe activities from the classroom?
No, it was after school at his place,
So
her
the
place.
extracurricular
Yeah,
activities.
it's more like we were paying per month for
I do
for
get that, I do
accessing.
get that.
So yeah.
Tell me about the time you faced a challenge with writing. Not only with writing, of course, with being attending those weddings, having to present.
Sometimes you may find, or let's say we were a group of 5.
Okay.
If we were doing a play, maybe at a wedding or whatever ceremony, so if someone else is absent, you need to step up for that person, because that's where the play won't go on without one person missing. So you need to know the lines of everyone, so that when someone is not there, you need to step in.
But without preparation, how do you manage that?
I think it was practice.
Practice.
Yeah, practicing every day, doing what you love mostly. It's more easy when you practice.
You know, when you talk of practice, you remind me of this Shona proverb again. It says that Zokororo ine simba, which means that the more you practice, the more you grasp it. That's what you were doing.
Yes.
Perfectly so.
Yeah.
Tell me again, how you talked about writing being a form of healing to you.
Yes.
Do you also take that other people receive your writings as healing also?
Yes. Yes. They do receive it as therapy.
In what way would you say they do that?
My words are comforting. And they are more comforting to a point that people find it more comforting than I am. Maybe sometimes I'm writing a piece thinking that it won't reach anyway. But many people receive it well. So it means that I doubted that writing because it wasn't something I was experiencing. It was something that I saw someone experiencing. I said, no, let me share with others. Then I find out, or no, more of those people are experiencing the same thing.
What about people who are uncomfortable with English? How do you manage to get them the message? How do you manage to touch their hearts?
Like I said, in poetry, I write in English and also write in Sepedi. So most often, I do my poetry in Sepedi. It's only 10% of English when I have to do it in English. So, but mostly it's Sepedi. So, Minenore, I'm able to touch them in using that language.
That's something else, because to me, it says that you are a Zonga who is trying to motivate the Pedis. So the Zongas must be jealous with us, the Pedis. So tell me about the time you thought of quitting, you thought of giving up on writing.
Like giving up, I think many people who are mostly talented, they do think of giving up sometimes. They do think like God's time is taking too long. Because I thought of it a million times. But the moment you think about it and you tell yourself that, no, I'm giving up, patience will wake you up.
Patience?
Yes. It will always wake you up. No matter how angry you are and say, no, people are not supporting me, people are not listening to me. People are not giving me the opportunities that I need. But the next day, even if it may take a week after, but you will go back and do it again. That's patience.
So it still revolves around passion.
Yes.
Because from one writer to another,
Yeah.
I also thought about giving up on my writing. The time I submitted my book to Department of Education, but it was not accepted.
Yes.
That's the only time myself I thought about quitting.
You see.
I see you're holding a book. Can I say that? Your book is titled The Journey of a Fatherless Child.
Yeah.
Why such a touching title?
Mostly, when I started writing the piece, I wasn't writing a book for people out there. So it was just a way of writing how I feel at that moment. So until I realized that I wrote a lot of pages about how I feel, why not turn it into a book? That's why I decided, no, let me tell people about the journey of being fatherless.
So this is more like a diary.
Yes.
It's your diary.
Yeah.
Or a memo. Let's just call it
Yes.
a diary. Okay.
Yeah.
Fatherless. Why fatherless?
It was because I grew up without a father. So it was an experience which affected me through childhood and growing up.
So the book speaks more to people who grew up without their present fathers.
Yes.
I see the illustrations. There's a baby, a man, and an invincible shadow.
Yeah.
Walk me through the three people.
Then we have an invincible or a shadow.
Okay.
We
yes,
can
yes.
say a shadow of a man. Then we also have another man who is holding the baby. So that man, actually, it means it can be a stepfather or any man who is present in your life while growing up. So the child is growing up with a stepfather or any father figure. So, but even though he's growing up, one day he will realize that the person who was maybe taking care of him as a stepfather is not really his father. Then that's where the problem starts. It means he will start having questions with no answers.
The baby.
Yes. He will start having questions with no answers. And those questions, they might be light or anybody else can take them light. But they will also be affecting academically.
But I beg to differ because you are here today.
Yeah.
And you just confirmed that, yes, you did grow up without a father.
Yes.
Most who grew up with their fathers present,
Yeah.
they are not here. Some, they are maybe doing things that shouldn't be done.
Yes.
Not having the respect that we might say you have now,
Yeah.
that you are portraying to the people.
Yes.
So, in a way, are you agreeing or alluding to, I'm going to use proverb because I usually speak in proverbs. In Sepedi, we say that, you did Sepedi, you'll understand.
Yeah.
We do say that homo o erapale namane. This book in Sepedi, does it talk more about go rapa homo le namane?
I can say in this regard, please paraphrase your question again.
Okay. Go rapa le namane, that's when, let's say you grew up without a father, but someone else stepped in.
Yes.
Considering your portrayal of this, the title and the
Yes.
pictures, the father, someone else had to step in
Yes.
in a place of someone who just left.
Yes.
Okay. So meaning that this baby is you.
Yeah.
That's funny, eh?
Yeah. So yeah.
So this book, the Journey of a Fatherless Child, resonated with many, considering that I think I also saw more information about the book online.
Yeah.
Facebook pages, they usually talk about it. Around Zaneng, have any radio station or perhaps any publisher tried to reach out to you? Or maybe have you attended any Limpopo book fairs that maybe you submitted your book?
Radio stations, Perfect Radio joined in. Then also Radio Turf joined in. Then and also Shine Bright Radio joined in. Then yeah, those are the few that joined in raising awareness of the.
You've never thought of submitting to Tobela FM?
I did, but with no luck. But hopefully, I believe they will reach out soon.
Yeah, Sitate Kankar is true.
Yeah,
It's true,
yeah.
it's true.
So yeah.
Was writing this diary difficult for you? I call it diary just because
Yeah.
you told me so. Which parts have you found difficult in this book?
I can say every part in the book, every chapter in the book was difficult because it took me almost maybe a year and few months to finish the book. You can see how thin the book is, but the information in there, it's very crucial. So meaning that I was writing when I was in the emotions. I was not only writing every day. I was writing when I was in those emotions, when I was feeling those emotions of, no, I feel that feeling of being fatherless and stuff like that. So that's when I was writing. But nevertheless, I wasn't writing every day.
Meaning, whenever you wanted to lament, whenever you
Yes.
wanted to cry,
Yes.
this was your place.
Yes.
What messages do you hope people get from reading this book?
I can say the message that they can truly get is that they are not alone in this journey. Like the statistics shows that more than 60% of the children out there are fatherless. So meaning we can be in a room of 10, but 6 people are fatherless. So, and it also shows that maybe 10% have fathers, but they don't live with their fathers. Their fathers are present, but they don't live with them.
They are absent.
They are present, but they are not living with them. Like they are supporting whatnot, but they are separated with their mothers.
I do get
Yes. Then there are other 10% which they live with their fathers and mothers in the same household. So the chances are rare.
that. Who would you say is responsible for making these mothers or these babies fatherless? Would you say it is the responsibility of the father, or perhaps maybe the mother might have done something to the father that made the father to just don't want to connect with the baby?
I think it varies from different factors. Sometimes it might be the mother, sometimes or most often it's the father. Most often it's the father. But chances are there are also women contributing to that.
You are right, because from a woman's perspective, yes, it's the father. But from the boy's perspective, from our perspective, it's them. Because most of us, we do, when I say most of us, I mean the boys. High school, that's where we start. Maybe we do have kids, 1 or 2, but we don't, afterwards, we don't connect with the babies. We just decide, okay, I no longer want to be with her. Then you go separate ways.
Yes.
How would you motivate the mothers who are experiencing such situations?
Situations like?
Having to grow your baby alone,
Yeah.
knowing that the father, yes, is here. He stays next door, or he stays 5 houses away from me.
Yeah.
But he's not coming in. He's not doing anything. How would you motivate that mother?
I think women are strong, or mothers are strong, because the percentage shows that a lot of women raise children alone. Percentage shows that a lot of women raise children alone, and they are playing the role of being a father and a mother at the same time. So what I can say to them is that they are very strong, and we appreciate them. That's why we made a lot of holidays for them.
Oh, considering that we are approaching
Yeah. So yeah, they are really hard workers.
If your younger self could read this book, if you were to time travel and give your younger self, maybe let's say you started at the 10th grade, you give yourself this book, how do you think your younger self will react to it?
Then I will realize that growing up without a father, I'm not truly alone. There are people who are experiencing the same journey as I am. So it will be a learning curve, because in that book, it is not only talking about the challenges or the difficulties of the journey. It also have the positive part of it, where it addresses advantages of being fatherless and disadvantages of being fatherless, what causes fatherlessness, and all those things. So meaning there will be somehow a reason where it fits that particular person, or no man, this reason fits me. Then I understand why the person left. Others leave because maybe the father passed away. So it's not necessary maybe the father have run away from responsibilities. Sometimes they have passed away and you have to grow up without a father. So that's another trauma.
It's a pity you can't go to your younger self then. Tell me again, this book, I see that there's a railroad. Why use the railroad instead of a normal tar road or gravel road? Why this railroad?
It is an indication that mostly that's where the train moves. So meaning the train will usually go underneath the tunnel. So meaning there is light at the end of the tunnel. Because you might find on the tar road, there are no bridges that you might find. Yes.
So, have you found that light? Considering now that you have published this book and this book talks about you, have you found that light at the end of the tunnel? Okay. You can have the book back.
Thank you.
Who published the book?
It was Charles Hobby. Charles Hobby was the publisher of the book.
You know, that's also my publisher. He published my first Spady book.
Yeah.
And the book did fine. Like, I do support his publishing services.
I do amazing work.
This book, have you ever tried to submit maybe to Department of Education, Arts and Culture?
Yeah, I recently submitted to Gauteng Department of Education.
What about, we do have libraries around Zaning. Walk me through that process. Why haven't you done anything about it?
So far, for the libraries, I managed to invite them at my book launch. So they managed to come to my book launch, representing Department Sport, Art and Culture. So I believe I'm going to get the information that I truly need. They said I should send my contacts and whatnot, so that I might know when the submissions are and submit like everybody else.
So there's which library can I find this book? If someone was looking for that book, which library is the book present?
So far, it's not available. So I'm still going to submit through proper channels. So Minonore, we still have to submit it to the Department of Sport, Art and Culture. Then they will distribute the book to libraries.
Because yes, those are our, I think, Department of Education and Department of Arts and Culture.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who are responsible for giving us visibility.
Yes, indeed.
As with most musicians, like Makombo artists,
Yeah.
they have their way of gaining visibility. We writers, we mostly don't get visibility.
Indeed.
What do you think makes that? Apart from having lack of opportunities or maybe funding, what do you think hinders our progress as writers to making our books to reach stages above?
Then I believe we are not knocking on the right doors. So I believe even though we are writing, the workshops that maybe talks about books or book fairs, mostly our writers normally don't attend to those workshops. So, and they will definitely be helpful because you will be able to get information which maybe you couldn't get from me. Because as much as I've wrote a book and as much as the number of followers I have, there are a lot of people who are asking for that information, which I can't respond to them one by one, because they are main. But through workshops like that, I can able to explain everything to everyone. So Minenore, they don't attend book workshops. And also, they are not knocking on the right doors.
So it's all about knocking on the right door.
Yes, knowing who to approach, knowing who to where to market your book and stuff like that.
Last question about the book. This book talks about fatherless. Yourself.
Yeah.
Hold your step in. Hold you be comfortable being a stepfather. I do believe you do understand my question coming from the book. Yes.
I think it will depend. It will depend on various factors. So, stepping into being a father of someone, it's truly a huge responsibility that many run away from. So I think, it will depend.
It will depend. Yeah. I do get that. But in a way, you'll be healing yourself because you'll be feeling the gap, I believe.
Not really, because the stepfather that I'm showing on the book cover didn't make it through the whole journey. Because that's why I'm telling you that stepping in as a father, it's a huge responsibility. Being a stepfather as a whole, it's a huge responsibility. Then the man there didn't make it the whole journey. So there are parts where the man decided, no man, I'm stopping here.
So the man dropped midway.
Yes.
in a way you are a healer because
Yeah.
you are healing people.
Yes.
How do you think forgiveness is important for let's say those for do you think it's important for children to forgive their fathers if they were to come back?
I think the question you're asking, I've already answered it in my first page. In my first page, can you please read it for me?
Just because I forgave you doesn't mean I'll forget.
He hasn't come back, but already I forgave him. Not meaning I will forget, because already there are memories of it. There is a book.
So this book, you in a way, you have been waiting for so long. You are expecting someone to come back.
Not really. It will be.
Yeah, but if you are there, if you are out there, you are
Yeah.
attending radio shows, you are
Yes.
attending talk shows, you are
Yes.
attending TVs.
Yes.
If he's still alive, I'm sure
Yeah.
he's still watching. Obviously,
Yeah,
he might want to come
definitely.
back.
Definitely. So the thing is, we are human. So as human beings, we are not the same. So it takes a lot of pride for you to come back, especially coming back from someone who has maneuvered from a lot of challenges and making it. So it means that it will take you a lot for you to come back and sit down with me, address me. So we have pride as human beings. It will depend where you have it from, but we have pride. Or no, after all those years, 26 years, and I'm just appearing from nowhere, what will I tell him? There are questions that you are going to ask yourselves, which I've been asking myself for the 26 years. So coming back just like that is not an easy thing to do.
But are you willing to sit and to listen?
I believe there are different sides to a story. There is my mother's story and also his story, which I'm waiting to hear.
And of course, your story.
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone who experiencing emotional wounds, internal wounds? Not only on father issues, but on everything.
I believe they should find a way of speaking out, because definitely dying inside, it will affect you. You might end up committing suicide.
But the society tells us that manna ke nko le lateng.
So, yeah, which the society is wrong. And there is also this quote that says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They are wrong because what doesn't kill us left us traumatized. It left us silent. It left us smiling while hiding scars. It has left us turning on the survival mode and forgetting to live life. We are always afraid that something bad might happen. And time is not waiting for anybody. Time wasted, never regained.
That's another quote I do believe I lived by it ever since.
Yes.
This is not the only book that you have published.
Yeah, this one, it can be my first book alone. I've also have 6 books, but it was poetry. It was something that I love more.
Okay, so logo elangota wumonzuku bya n'wina.
Yeah.
What's next for Ntsako the poet?
Nhleketa gore they haven't seen anything. This is just the beginning. So there is a lot that I want to do, especially in terms of putting this book out there. Even though I might not have time because I'm always at work. Even today, there are offers that I didn't take because they wanted me to come and tutor learners, grade 12 learners. But instead, I came here because I believe that tomorrow is Sunday. I will attend to them. So meaning, this book is more important than them. So I will attend them later on. So I believe there are TV shows that I need to get into. There are radios, national radio stations that they need to talk about this book. We need to raise awareness about this book because a lot of people don't have the money to purchase it. But if it can be available on libraries, they can go and read it for free.
We just need to pray that God answers our prayers, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe if we do have the funding, we can be able to get more books from you. Maybe in 5 or 10 years from now.
Even if it takes time, but I believe we will get there.
Have you thought of collaborating maybe with other Tsonga writers? Maybe this Nwajika, the poet. I don't
Nwajika, the poet, I've shared a TV show with her. Attended his poetry event. I even won. I was participating. Then I do even Venda Boy poetry.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Then even Ntumbia Mutsonga, the praise poet.
Yes.
For the Sona 2024. Then those are people I can collaborate with because people in terms of poetry, not many poets are confident to be out there. They do write, but they are scared to take a phone and record themselves to put on social media.
Okay, no, we do have a busy day coming ahead. I'm going to let you close our show by giving our audiences something to live by from here on. Just 2 lines, it will be perfect.
So what I can say is that they need to be patient with themselves. I know sometimes God's time is taking too long, but the moment it takes too long, God is preparing you for something bigger. Because if you want to be on top, you must start by climbing those ladders. So it will be a long way. You can't even take an elevator up there. And so that's what I can say. Thank you.
We the Cash Talk Show. We the talk show. We the Cash Talk Show. We the talk show. We the Cash Talk Show. We the talk show. We the Cash Talk Show. We not just talking. We bring you something that you really need. We the talk show. We the Cash Talk Show.